Well, good afternoon and welcome to Island Images, where today we're here in the West Baldwin Valley. Now, I was here yesterday and weather conditions couldn't be more different really. Yesterday we were up in the clouds here, very low visibility, quite damp, bit of rain on and off. Today it's even a bit of sunshine around. Now, yesterday I was here to film the Injebreck Waterfall, which you can see behind me. There was a lot more water coming down it yesterday, and it's incredible what a difference a day makes. The water here is only coming from the hill above, so there's not a lot of collection area for it. So if you want to get the waterfall at its best, you've really got to come either when it's raining or immediately after. But I'm doing something a little bit different today. I'm going to go down the road a bit and then walk up to the top of the waterfall and see what we can see from there, and then make my way down to this point again to some more shots just of the waterfall. Walking down the Injebreck road now. I can see there's still a lot of water on the road. And another difference from yesterday is that the wind's picked up quite a lot. It's quite a strong northerly type breeze blowing today. So hopefully it's not going to get on the microphone too much. You can possibly hear it in the trees all around. Sort of plantations on both sides of the road at this point. And the Injebreck Reservoir is just down the road a little bit more. Now, just coming up here, there's a bit of a gap in the wall. There's an interesting history. It used to be a road here. Most of it's been blocked off, but they left this little space through where you can get through. And it dates back to before the reservoir was constructed here, and there were a couple of farms that totally disappeared. And this was the actual road down to one of them. See, someone's built a swing here across. Now, if you come here in summertime when the reservoir levels are a little bit lower, there's actually an old bridge that appears here that used to lead to the farm. You won't see anything of it today because the reservoir's at full capacity. In fact, when I was here the other day, there was an awful lot of water coming out on the other side of it. But I can go a little bit further to the left, but I'm going to go down this way because this is where the old bridge is, and it's quite a nice little stone bridge. So you won't see anything of it today because it'll be totally underwater. And it's just down a little bit further down there. This whole area to the left of me here, or straight ahead for the camera, during the summertime it's totally dry. You can just walk straight down it without even getting your feet wet, but well underwater at the moment. I've left the reservoir behind now. I'm going to walk up through the trees here. There's a little parking area over on the left which is quite handy, and if you take the track straight ahead, it's a route called the Warden's Walk. It takes you right around the plantation and around the lower slopes of Colden. I wouldn't be doing it at this time of year because even in the summer there's some very boggy sections, and they have built boardwalks across some of them, but they don't last forever, these boardwalks, and they're getting in need of a little bit of care and attention. So I'd imagine you could easily get very wet feet walking in it today after all the rain recently. And I mentioned in the comments that I made for the still photographs I took yesterday about the temperate rainforest that's being planted over in the East Baldwin Valley across the other side of the ridge from here, and saying that certainly in yesterday's conditions you can imagine it's really suitable for that sort of thing. It's very wet, and you can probably see alongside the road here there's a lot of mosses and ferns, and just above the embankment is a stone wall, So in days past, all this area wouldn't be forested at all. It would be farm fields. And most of the trees that are up above are coniferous trees that have been planted for use commercially. So at some time in the future, they'll be getting felled. The ones over on the right hand side, I don't know whether they've been planted at all by humans or just self-seeded, but it's a much broader leafed forest. Very nice, and in a lot of areas on the island at the moment, the Woodland Trust are replanting a lot of broadleaf trees, which in another sort of 10-20 years will totally change the outlook of a lot of these places. In fact, I can see one over on the opposite side. I see the new trees have been planted. Don't know if that's commercial or the broad-leafed ones. Now I continued up the forest track there, and just here is the Colden River. Colden Mountain, you can just see, or I can just see, don't even see it on the video, rising in the distance. This is all the water that comes down here. It's just come from that mountain up there. So there's not a huge distance to this river, which is why the river levels can change quite dramatically. And just over on the other side of the track is the start of the waterfalls. And just here is a very tempting looking stile. I'm not sure whether it actually leads anywhere, but I can't film and climb over it at the same time, so we'll see. Right, I managed to get across the stile and down a bit of a bank here, and we're towards the top of the waterfall, so I think we can get a couple of good looks at sections of it from here.